Imagine this. You're on a deserted highway at dawn. The world is silent, except for the hum of your heartbeat, until a sound shatters the air. Not just a roar, not just an exhaust note, but something primal, almost volcanic. That, my friends, is not your average Lamborghini Aventador. This is the SVR Conversion. But here's the thing. Most people think a Lamborghini can't be improved, that you don't touch a car that already defines automotive perfection. And yet, this transformation challenges that sacred belief, because the SVR Conversion doesn't just tweak the Aventador, it weaponizes it. Of course, perfection always comes with a price. And there's one hidden flaw in this beast that no one wants to talk about. Stay with me, because once you know it, you may never see this car the same way again. By the way, if you're passionate about cars that push limits, subscribe now. This channel is where raw power meets unfiltered truth. And trust me, you'll want to see what's coming next. From the outside, the Aventador SVR Conversion doesn't just demand attention, it kidnaps it. The first thing you notice is the stance. Lower, wider, more aggressive, as if the car has been resculpted by the wind itself. Carbon fiber isn't just sprinkled, it's poured into every panel. The front splitter looks razor sharp, slicing air before it even touches the hood. Side skirts stretch like drawn swords, and the massive rear wing towers like a warning sign. Mess with this car at your own risk. And then there are the wheels. Deep, concave alloys wrapped in Pirelli rubber, so wide they look like they belong on a racetrack, not a street. At night, the LED signature burns like molten fire, announcing itself long before you arrive. This isn't just a Lamborghini anymore. It's an Aventador that escaped the lab. A Frankenstein of beauty and brutality. Step inside, and the transformation continues. The SVR Conversion doesn't just upholster, it reinvents. Alcantara wraps across the dash, doors, and even the steering wheel, giving it that racing DNA. The stitching? Contrasting, hand-done, glowing like veins of energy running through the cockpit. The seats hug tighter, bolstered for track use, but comfortable enough for long-haul drives. Ambient lighting flows subtly across the cabin, glowing in sync with your driving mode. Calm blues in Strata, fiery reds in Corsa. Technology doesn't take a back seat here. The digital cockpit displays customizable layouts, from full performance telemetry to a minimalist speed-focused view. Apple CarPlay, navigation, and Lamborghini's premium sound system remind you this is still a luxury car, just one with a mean streak. And here's the kicker. Even the smallest details, like the paddle shifters and start button, feel engineered to remind you that you're piloting something extraordinary. Now let's talk power, because this is where the SVR Conversion turns the Aventador into something otherworldly. Underneath the carbon fiber engine cover sits the legendary 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12. Stock, it's a monster, but with SVR tuning, you're looking at around 850 horsepower, screening all the way to 8,700 RPM. Torque, a brutal 740 Newton-meter, delivered with a savagery that pins you back. 0 to 60, just under 2.7 seconds. That's superbike territory. Top speed? Well over 220 miles per hour, assuming you've got the runway and courage to hold your foot down. Handling doesn't get left behind. Adjustable coilovers, upgraded aero, and active steering mean this beast grips corners like a predator stalking prey. Brakes? Carbon ceramic monsters that can stop a freight train. Fuel economy? Let's be honest, you're not here for that. Still, you're looking at around 9 mpg city, 15 mpg highway. Efficiency isn't the SVR's game. Drama is. Dimension-wise, it's still massive, 190 inches long, 79 inches wide, and barely over 44 inches tall. Seating, 2. Cargo space, a laughable 5 cubic feet. You don't buy this car for luggage, you buy it for legend. Safety, stability control, traction management, advanced ABS, it's all here. Lamborghini's 3-year unlimited mileage warranty offers peace of mind, though most buyers will be too busy enjoying track days to worry. So with all this firepower, what could possibly go wrong? Here's the truth. The flaw is usability. The Aventador SVR Conversion is so extreme, so aggressive that it's barely a street car anymore. Ground clearance is razor thin, the ride is brutally stiff, and the exhaust is so loud that in some cities, it'll trigger noise violations within minutes. And let's not even start on practicality. Daily driving this monster is like wearing a tuxedo to the gym. It looks phenomenal, but it just doesn't fit the environment. For the weekend warrior or collector, it's heaven. For the average enthusiast who dreams of daily driving one, it's a nightmare wrapped in carbon fiber. Now, stack this against its closest rival, the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. Ferrari fights back with hybrid technology, faster lap times, and more efficiency. But here's the kicker. The Aventador SVR is rawer, louder, more emotional. It doesn't apologize for being old school in a world moving electric. Looking ahead, the future of cars like this is uncertain. With emissions tightening and electric supercars rising, the SVR conversion might be one of the last gladiators of the naturally aspirated V12 era. In 3 to 5 years, this could be more than a car. It could be a piece of history. So, is the Aventador SVR conversion perfect? No, it's flawed, it's inconvenient, it's impractical, but it's also unforgettable. The very flaw that makes it difficult also makes it desirable. Because when you fire it up, when that V12 screams like a symphony of thunder, nothing else matters. Now I want to hear from you. Would you take the SVR over Ferrari's SF90? Or is the rawness too much for real-world driving? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Next up, we're diving into a hypercar that might just change the way we think about speed forever. Until then, keep your engines loud and your drives unforgettable.